Hank, I want everyone who's out on the road looking for that car.
Henry, this is Mike Preston. I got them spotted. They're going east on 10.
Keep to the local roads all the way back.
Give him some trouble. Tony's on his way.
What is it with this guy? Come on, will ya? What's going on here? We're gonna get trucked to death.
Yes, indeed. Coming back to this kit. It's not done yet. Yeah, by the way, sorry I'm not playing the whole episode. I know that a lot of you probably just want to watch Hardcastle McCormick now. But I got that idea from Classic Plastic 101. That's something that he does all the time, and I've completely stolen the idea, but it's just a really good idea, and I want to give him credit for doing that, trying to show some video or some pictures of the real car that that you're working on, if it does exist. And just think that's a good idea. But yeah, coming back to this one, I know a lot of you are probably sick of seeing this one. You haven't seen it in probably about a year. I know that I wasn't working on it since I was working over on the dryer, and now I've got my whole big setup now. And I was just kind of going through this, trying to figure out what it was that made me stop, and I cannot figure it out. I think it must have been something else besides the kit that made me put it away for a little while. So this, I know that a lot of you have seen a lot of videos of me working on this one, and so this video is going to be basically review of where I'm at with it. So if you want to just skip this, that's fine. And I promise the next one, the progress videos on this one, I promise they're going to be, there's going to be a lot done in between videos, otherwise I won't make a video. So that if you're watching, you'll hopefully see something new. And that is that. So just in review, this is about where I am on the body. It's in primer, and I had just started to sand the primer. In case anybody doesn't know, you absolutely should sand the primer. Make sure that it is smooth before you sorry for my voice. Before you put the paint down, because like say if you left it like that with all the bumps, even if you had a completely smooth paint job with no orange peel, that would show through. So if you've primed it, make sure that you sand it. And this is probably 600 or 800 grit, probably 800 grit. Boy, I'm sorry about all the noise out there. There's a bird driving me crazy, and then all these cars. Yeah, chassis right there. The seat's looking really good. Looks pretty accurate. And this is the dashboard. Little gauges go through those holes there. And on the underside, it's a very well detailed underside here. Got the little rivet holes. Rivets, if they are rivets. And so, you know, I've got a lot of very detailed sanding to do before I put the paint on. And unique the way this goes together. The Manta, if you haven't seen any of the videos, I'll mention that. And of course, we have a school bus now. There's a school bus out there. We'll wait for it to go by. Yeah, the Coyote is not actually Coyote. It's actually a Manta. It's a kit car. Manta Montage. They modified it even more and got it on the show. Some unique things they did. There was there was about 3 of them used on the show. 2 of them had Porsche motors. The third one, if I'm remembering correctly, had a Chevy 350, which is what the kit has. Has that V8. And then in season 4, just a little side note, they changed it to a DeLorean. They painted a DeLorean red and tried to pass it off as the Coyote, and you notice the show's not on anymore. Here's what I did with the wheels. Now, the wheels that came in the kit were skinny. All 4 of them were skinny, which looked ridiculous. I mean, that looked ridiculous. Because the Coyote has wide rears, so I got this out of that souped up step side pickup kit. And these are already stripped and painted, and that's where I was with those. The motor, I was having trouble with when I was drilling the holes for the plug wires. They got all off-center and screwed up, and I had to put in putty. I'm going to change the color of the motor. This is Sunburst, but I'm going to be going with the same as the body color, and I'll show you that in a second. I'll show more of that. I've got a Detail Master distributor and wiring kit there that I'm going to put together. Distributors over there. Now the kit itself is from an unknown kit. I mean, I don't think that the original kit was the Coyote. What it was, I don't even know. It was a McLaren, I know that. But I don't know which one, and I don't know where the kit went, because I'd like to have that original kit as well. Some neat things, like a tool kit. Here, this is, you wanted to go out of your way to put that together. It's like a suitcase with the tool silhouettes in there, and you could do that. I'm probably not going to. And your radiators, I've still got that in there. These half shafts I haven't painted yet, or the shocks. These little cooling ducts, they were chrome. On the kit box, they actually left them chrome. It looks ridiculous. So I'm going to try to do. I've got a lot of reference photos, lots and lots and lots of reference photos. So I don't think I'm going to do anything too, completely wrong here. I've got all these parts in here that have been stripped, and the ones that were not chrome, these are all upper and lower control arms, steering arms, looks like some exhaust tips, transmission. They were all going to be the same color, so I went and got them all set, spindles right there, and then I sprayed them all at the same time. But, this kit has a lot of parts. It's pretty well detailed. And, in the next update video, I promise a lot of stuff will be assembled, a lot of stuff will be looking good, and things like that will look, hopefully they're kind of in place. So I'll be showing you. But the first thing I've got to do before I start putting anything together is paint the body and the chassis, because all this has to be painted before I start assembling onto it. So that is absolutely next. I'll be working on the body, get it all sanded, and then start putting some paint on. Anyway, I'm not going to be making this as the actual Coyote. I'm just going to be making this as a Coyote wannabe, kind of like if somebody actually had bought themselves a Manta montage, they of course would probably want to paint it red to emulate the show. But not, I'm not going to do it exactly because there's no way of actually getting it exactly right because there were 3 of them. Originally I was going to paint it Sunburst, which is the color of this engine here, and I've decided I don't like that color for it, and so I'm not going to be painting the whole car Sunburst. And then I got a hold of this bright red. I found this in my cabinet, and I decided I'm going to put it on there along with probably the majority of this can of clear. And then I realized that that's pretty much the same thing as Sunburst. So what I did is I'm going to go ahead and break into my stash of Italian red. I have a lot of Ferrari kits, and so at some point I took it upon myself to stock up on Ferrari red, and so yeah, I've got 6 cans of it. So one of these cans is going to go to the Coyote, and it's going to be painted Ferrari red. So that will be just a touch darker than that, and I think that'll look pretty good. Anyway, this is already running probably longer than I can run it and still leave that clip in there, so I am going to sign out if there's any time at all. Also, I wanted to show you this case I got. It's for DVD storage or VHS storage or something. Anyway, I got it at Goodwill for 99 cents. Couldn't beat it because I build in a garage and I also run a lawn service, so I have unbelievable amount of dirt. I just cleaned this off and look at all this dirt that builds up. And so I have an issue with my build in progress getting just covered in dust. And so I got this so that the whole thing, no matter what's going on, even a monster truck, or even if things are still on in a vise or something is still in a on the clips, I can put the whole thing in there and then close the lid and keep the dust off of it. So that's why I bought that. I saw that, I knew exactly what I'd use that for. So everything goes, when I'm done, even if parts are dry and everything, when I'm done for the evening, everything goes in a box, and that will keep it safe. But this will just about do it. As I said, I promise the updates are going to be real updates rather than me. I don't want to. There goes another car. I don't want to ever get up on camera again and say I really haven't done much. And that's something I want to do differently this year. Is every time I do a video, I'm either doing a review, or if I'm talking about my build, I promise to have something to show, and that's what I want to do. Anyway, thanks for watching, and watch for the next update on this. I don't have a lot of build time, but I'm trying to figure out ways to do more. Anyway, so we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching.